just about set for football now from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Today, NFC South rivals collide. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Chase McLaughlin.
A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go from Raymond James Stadium. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Saints led out by the rookie, Tyler Shough. Interesting story. Off injured in college, the third quarterback drafted out of Louisville with pick 40. Greg, he is now the QB for New Orleans.
Here's a guy, Mike, that has a really interesting college football journey. I mean, he is as well seasoned, I would say, as possible. Mike, think about this. He played 7 different seasons of football at the college level, so he's got ideas.
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. That's Hassan Reddick getting in there to bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
In motion goes Cooks. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. Neomatic only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
To the air is Shough. He's got his man, that's Olave. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Saints first down.
It's a really important conversion right there, Mike, because you just don't want to go 3 and out on the road, especially on your opening possession of the game. You want to let your offense get some rhythm, establish and unfold some of the game plan you've set up coming in. They're going to have a fresh set of downs here and now say, okay, can we turn this good start of a drive and finish the drive with some points?
On the move left.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Kamara. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21. It's good for a Saints first down.
A gain of 21 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Shough looking to throw. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Yaya Diaby in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Chuck to throw on second down. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third and long, here is Shuck. Right side to Olave. A nice throw from the second-round pick. It'll get him a first down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Saints first down. It's a gain of
You can't run
17
plays
yards.
like this, Mike, if you don't have
First
incredible
down,
pass
Saints.
protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break over.
And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
That's another.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up first and goal.
Off the play fake, here's Shuck. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Ball at the 3, second down and goal. Kamara. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on fourth down.
Want to finish this opening drive with 6, so the decision is go for it on fourth and goal. They'll go, and here's Shuck, and he's going to be taken down. Couldn't get rid of the football. They turn it over. Stop on fourth and goal. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. It's Otten in motion. They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll get about 5.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Second and 5. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver.
Brings up third.
Now it's going to be third down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
He'll find the rookie out of Ohio State, Emeka Ibuka. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's good for a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline. and he's able to extend this drive.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. And they're gonna mark him down up past the 35. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Buccaneers first down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
That's over the middle and caught by Ibuka. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
A gain of 10 yards.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 9. Baker to throw. Now, screen set up for Irving. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Complete to Sterling Shepard. 1st and 10 at the...
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 0-0 is the score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. On to the second, Buccaneers in possession of the football. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Well, the handoff, it's Irving. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And the Buccaneers going to be set up with 1st and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
Buccaneers first down.
This has been a picture-perfect opening drive. You would have hated for it to get stopped there. Fortunately for them, they get a nice run on 3rd down, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
Here's a run. And he's in! Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. They'll go play action here with Chuck. Oh, yeah. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
On play action, it's Chuck. A pass caught by the veteran. That's Brandon Cooks. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
In motion goes Cooks. Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
It's third down, and here is Shuck.
Gain of 7.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Quarterbacks are drafted for their coverage ability. We see it year in and year out. Teams want to fortify their pass defense. But when they can come up in run support, it's just an added bonus for a defense. And this young rookie, he was one of the best picks available last year's draft, and we can see why.
Throwing on second down, Shuck. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Now Shuck on third down. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
I I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving. And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Left side to Godwin. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Mayfield. He's got a man. That's the tight end, Otten. And he's taken down up past the 35.
It's a gain of 22
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
They work forward to the 40-yard line. Pete Werner there to make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They send Godwin in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll try to sneak it here. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A give. This is Irving. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
Buccaneers, 1st down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire 1st half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Mayfield. That one is caught by Ibuka. And they continue to churn out 1st downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
For a 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Man in motion, heading left. Now Mayfield. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs move out on top, 14-0.
14. Saints nothing.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll pick this one away. This taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Saints offense ready for this next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Levante David.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Here's Irving. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
Made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
He'll go again here with Irving. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd down, 3 to go. To throw is Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Mayfield. Will swing this out wide to Irving.
Mayfield's pass complete to number 7, Bucky Irving.
And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This from 30 yards out. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucs going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
Three seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is shot. Going up top. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Johnson now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. His way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Mayfield to throw. This one on target to Godwin. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. With Justin Reed up from the safety spot to make the stop.
At his 48-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll run with Irving. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
A gain of 6. And a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And it'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints' 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Handoff here, up the middle, and he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
37-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
On 1st down, here's Irving. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
That's going to be incomplete. Covered very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
On 2nd down, Baker. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Irving. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
A loss of 2 on the play.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Buccaneers are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead.
Saints nothing.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Saints offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's shut. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 34-yard line.
To the air is shut. Throw on the run is complete. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the ground, it's Kamara. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Still 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's shut. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Now shut. Left side into the hands of Olave. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Here we go. They'll try and run for this with Kamara. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come fourth down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up first and goal.
Now it is first and goal. They'll run here with Kamara. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 2 now, here's second and goal. Looking to throw, here is shot. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
The offense staying put. They will go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Well, the jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will not get to the goal line, so no tacking on 2 points. Still a 3-score game, as the difference is 18. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bucs offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. They'll begin with first and 10. Receiver in motion, headed left. On first and 10, here's Baker. Godwin working the right side. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 7. Motion man is the tight end going right. Right back to Irving. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They send Godwin in motion. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
58-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. Things not looking good. But see if they can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Javon Vele was the intended target, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there, or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
13 yards on the catch there. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the 4th quarter.
Here is Shuck on 1st and 10. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 4. To the air once more, Shuck. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Now, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. In motion is Hill. It's 3rd down, and here is Shuck. He's got his man. It's Hill. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Catch is made there on the left side by Coates. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bucs 16-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To the air again is Shuck. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Throwing again, Shuck.
And while the play results in an incompletion, I think these are the type of decisions from a young quarterback that you're okay with. If the play's not there, if you don't feel good, throw the ball away, don't turn it over, and let's live for the next play call.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. In motion goes Cooks. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's taken in, and he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on fourth down in the red zone. And it pays off with first and goal.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
6-yard pickup.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
It is brought in the end zone. Brandon Cooks, touchdown Saints. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. It's up and good. The Saints are able to edge a bit closer.
Saints 13.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Baker is going to give it to Irving, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
On the stop. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Mayfield. Catch made. That's Ibuka. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
24-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. Quick slap into the hands of Ibuka. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
That's good.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Throwing is Baker. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Rashad White. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Saints 13.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Saints offense about ready to take over once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's shot. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
24 yards.
They get 24 on that one. 1st down, New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is shot. He'll step up and run this.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is shot. That one downfield for Cooks. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide. Well done.
On first down, Chuck. That's deep for the back of the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike, and just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
On second down, it's Chuck. He keeps it himself. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
There he goes again. New Orleans, third and final timeout. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They face second down and 7. To the air, a shot. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs, because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away. Really nice job here by the young quarterback.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
That's in the end zone and intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So a win here for the Buccaneers. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.